incident from your life where you've actually displayed that integrity?
Our first step should be to educate and prepare the NGOs so that when we bring the law, they don't face an issue. Technological developments that are happening, have to brush up on that part. A bit more on physical activities and health part also. These are the things which will make me a more holistic human being, I think. And all of them have contributed to my identity, be it my language, my way of interaction, my understanding of people, culture. So the healthcare infrastructure is being boosted. We have the IAS Gurukul was opened up. There is a Guru Gorakhnath hospital which has been catering to. So it has become
very well. Vishal, do you think there is a legitimate case for dividing UP further? Will that address a lot of problems the state is facing? Will that lead to faster development of various regions? This took place in Nepal, the Gen Z protests recently. Did that have any effect in the border districts of UP?
In UP, we're also tackling floods and land fragmentation. So there was difference in this development approach, which was being taken. And sociologically, it's a culmination of different castes, different religion, and we also have different identity-based politics. New parties are coming up. I think the personality test serves as a pathway to check the integrity through discussions. Not only academics, but keeping yourself more positive, more healthy will also boost up your performance during these crucial times.
Please.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Vishal?
Yes, sir.
Please take a seat.
Thank you so much, sir.
Good to see you.
Yes, sir. Seeing you in offline also makes me happy.
So, can you begin by introducing yourself?
Sir, as you mentioned, my name is Vishal Singh. I was born in the state of Bihar and had opportunity to stay across few states in India. I did my schooling and college from West Bengal itself, and where I pursued an integrated MTech course from IIT Kharagpur. Professionally, sir, I have the opportunity to work at two firms, American Express and Schlumberger, in varying capacities. And at my college, I had also the opportunity to serve as the vice president of the Gymkhana, which is the highest held elected position working for the community. And post that, I have been, after working for 3 years, I have been preparing for this journey. This is my second attempt and will be my first interview.
Very well. Tell me, Vishal, do you see yourself as more deserving than the other candidates in the frame? Like, why should you be selected in preference over others? Can you give me some good reasons for that?
Sir, I think I have this, the core requirement of integrity and aptitude, which I have been developing through different curricular and co-curricular activities. And also, sir, I see my friends and seniors from my college into the services. So I could resemble that I could also be one of them. But having said that, it's not me or anyone else to be prioritized. Whoever is the best suited will be definitely selected, and our entire motive should be the upliftment of the country. So whoever gets the position is fine.
You mentioned that you have integrity. Can you share any incident from your life where you've actually displayed that integrity?
Sir, one thing that I can recall is during my presidential tenure. And so I had a lot of finances under my control.
Presidential tenure at the Gymkhana?
Yes, sir. And so there I was approached by one of this private messes, to rein in their favor and award some contracts. And even no one was looking at me. I could have easily done it, but my ethics didn't allow it to. And I went through the process and ultimately also requested for a 1-year suspension of the same contractor.
Very well. Is there any objective way we can gauge the integrity of the candidates at the time of selection? Can you suggest some way?
Sir, one academic way is to testing it through the paper which is already being conducted, the GS4 paper. And I think the personality test serves as a pathway to check the integrity through discussions, through case studies, through different scenarios that the students is asked to answer for.
Very well. Any shortcoming you see in your candidature?
Sir, I think I have to work on a few aspects. I see that I have left touch with this technological developments that are happening. I have to brush up on that part. A bit more on physical activities and health part also. These are things which will make me a more holistic human being, I think, which I need to work on.
Tell me, what's the biggest failure you've faced in your life, and how did you deal with that?
Sir, again, I think I had to give 2 attempts as the JEE to qualify for the IIT, and I couldn't get through in the first attempt. So that was an eye opener for me, that because of my health reasons I couldn't crack, and so that led me to realize that not only academics, but keeping yourself more positive, more healthy will also boost up your performance during this crucial times. So I don't see it as a failure entirely, but it was definitely a learning opportunity, and I tried to incorporate that during my preparation for the UPSC examination.
Very well. So you hail from Gorakhpur, Vishal?
Sir, I'm a native of Bihar. My parents stay in Gorakhpur currently. My father is working there.
Which part of the country you most identify with?
Sir, I have stayed at different parts of the country. And all of them have contributed to my identity, be it my language, my way of interaction, my understanding of people, culture. So it's difficult to just pinpoint one particular state.
Have you spent some time in Gorakhpur?
Yes, sir.
Is it reasonable to expect you to be aware of the place?
Yes, I visit my parents there, definitely, sir. I occasionally visit them.
Can you give me a sociological profile of Gorakhpur?
Sir, Gorakhpur is a fast developing district to begin with, and sociologically it's a culmination of different castes, different religion, and we also have different identity based politics. New parties are coming up, and the environmental aspect of sociology has also been catered to when we see women participation in movement, which is highlighted in the ecofeminism concept. And the historically also it has been a sense of important part of Indian freedom struggle, be it the Chauri Chaura incident or we have people like Sant Kabir from the Gorakhpur district, the syncretic culture, or the Ganga Jamuni Tehzeeb that we study. So these are a few factors. There are also a lot, but these will be the things I like to recollect now, sir.
Very well. Vishal, there was this problem of Japanese encephalitis in Gorakhpur for quite some while. Has that now been taken care of?
Yes, sir, I heard about this. It was also in the other parts of neighboring state Bihar also.
Yes.
It's infamously locally known as the Chamki Bukhar. And recently, due to very involvement of the government and the local NGOs also, sir, we don't see much cases now happening.
Yes.
And the healthcare infrastructure is being boosted. We have the AIMS Gorakhpur was opened up. There is a Guru Gorakhnath hospital which has been catering to. So it has become the medical hub of that region.
Yes.
That has led to reduction in the cases.
Vishal, would you say there are significant regional imbalances still between Eastern and Western UP?
Sir, yes, the Western UP, due to more effective land reforms, and Eastern UP been also tackling floods and land fragmentation. So there was difference in this development approach, which was being taken before. But now, from a personal experience in Gorakhpur, there has been rapid boom in infrastructure in all the facilities. So the gap is, I'll say, lessening, but it has not equalized. And we are putting efforts, sir. We have put an ambitious target to develop the Purvanchal, which we famously call that region to be at par of the different states in India.
So, what all steps has the administration taken to bridge this gap between Eastern and Western UP? Can you just elaborate on that?
Yes, sir. So the primary focus has been on this MSME industries and export-led growth. By that, I like to give a few examples of the establishment of this GIDA, the Gorakhpur Industrial Development Authority, where MSMEs and small industries are being called to set up their factories. The fertilizer factory, which was malfunctioning for a lot of years, has been reopened. Sir, apart from this, also this terracotta, which is the one district, one product of Gorakhpur, this has been showcased at different investor summits and everything. And so this has all led to this economic empowerment. And the social empowerment through initiatives like Awas Yojana has been very nicely running on ground. So these are the few things that has been, the approach taken by the state to balance the gap.
Very well. Vishal, do you think there's a legitimate case for dividing UP further? Will that address a lot of problems the state is facing? Will that lead to faster development of various regions?
Sir, division of state is not, I'll say, on the agenda as of now. But recently, the government has, announced the 76th district for better administrative purposes. So we are growing fast, and as I already mentioned, we are the third highest gross state domestic product in the country. And so division, I don't think is the appropriate way as of now, but if required administratively, it can be catered to.
Tell me, like when protests took place in Nepal, the Gen Z protests recently, did that have any effect in the border districts of UP? Maharajganj or any of these? Siddharthnagar?
Sir, I was there in Gorakhpur itself during this protest. So nothing that I could hear or read in newspaper.
Okay.
There may have been some localized events. And the border security, which it is an informal border, so it's easily people can go to there. That was boosted up through the local authorities, and the trades that on go, there was rigorous checking, and so the strict measures were taken. But there was no direct impact that I could read anywhere or even listen in news.
Very well. Vishal, we see that in several cities in UP and country as a whole, we've been having these communal tensions, flare-ups sometimes. Why is that? Why don't like different communities live like more harmoniously, you would say? We've seen so many riots like since independence.
Yes, sir. I think I totally agree that this was the essence of Indian culture, the so-called Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. But sadly, there have been events due to these communal tensions. I think one of the things is the concept that we study also in sociology is the relative deprivation, or even if not on ground, there is a perception of relative deprivation, and also then there are also the hands of this external state or non-state actors that are radicalizing through new methods like social media, and misinformation campaign is being led, which is leading to the erosion of social capital of the society in such certain places.
So Vishal, imagine if you were in charge of the administration in a communally sensitive district and there is some sort of tension which is festering, and the religious processions of two communities are to be held around the same time. Tell me what concrete steps you will take to ensure that the situation does not flare up.
Sir, as a preventive measures, so to begin with, I like to interact with the religious leaders of the community.
Okay.
And we can chart a pathway for respective positions, because I don't see a lack of space in our country, or lack of different directions that can be moved on. Secondly, I'll also coordinate with the other district departments, the police, as well as the telecom department, that in case if anything goes here and there, then we can resort to instantaneous actions, like maybe regulating the internet for some time, and the police should also be put up for extra security measures. And I think this will be all preventive measures and apart from this, is also have a strong deterrence policy, because once these things are already discussed, if still there is a law and order problem which is been invoked by some religious leaders, we have to have a deterrence policy so that such incidents don't occur in future.
ठीक है. The UP administration has changed the names of several places and there are demands for more. What do you make of it? Like, is that a correct kind of a policy decision?
Sir, I think it is at the end of the day, it is the political wisdom of the government, and it is being the government is elected by the people, so it's an essence of democracy. And whatever was done, it was done by following the legal route. And if that is taken care of, I don't think there is an issue of a larger perspective over there.
Very well. Another thing that the administration has been doing in UP and in fact several other states is to promote religious tourism. What do you make of it? Like, do you think it somewhat dilutes the principle of secularism? Does it behove a secular state to promote religious tourism?
Sir, I think religiosity and secularism can both go hand in hand, sir. Just because I follow and believe in my religion doesn't have to be in opposition to any other religion. And religious tourism, we can see examples of places like Vatican City, which tourism has a very strong hold in the economy. Similar is the case with Makkah and Medina also on a larger scale. And it doesn't have only a religious angle; it also brings employment, livelihoods to a lot of people, and it keeps the for example, the Kashi Tamil Sangam that is happening. So it also keeps a continuous interaction and dialogue across different states and people of the country.
Very well. So you're from IIT and you've done what? Integrated
yes, sir.
Masters and bachelors, right?
Yes, sir. It was a BTech in mining engineering and MTech in financial engineering, a 5-year course.
Vishal, we often hear cases of IIT aspirants committing suicides, particularly in places like Kota in Rajasthan. Can you give me a sociological analysis of these student suicides?
Yes, sir. During my tenure also, as I mentioned, I had to face such incidents where I had to handle cases of suicides, which are very sad. And I like to,
Just to clarify, was there during your time, which time? Like during your time in Kota as an aspirant? Or?
Sir, both, sir. In Kota also as an aspirant, I was sad to witness suicide just opposite my the place where I stayed.
Very unfortunate.
And in my college also, there were 3 to 4 suicides during my tenure. So that was the most tough part to handle with. And sir, I like to also bring in here the concept given by Amelie Durkheim here of this level of integration and regulation, the Durkheim's theory of suicide. So we see that there are regulation in new forms on the students. By that I mean that social media is regulating more than parents, or I'll say the new changing atmosphere, the cultural lag that we have, that is also creating a gap between the generations, and which is leading to lesser integration of students in the this society, sir. And apart from that, sir, there is competitive pressure. It's real. There are a lot of students, the sheer volume of youth in our country, and people have to compete, which is creating this negative incidence of suicide.
Okay, let's say you are part of the administrative machinery in Kota. Tell me what specific measures you will take to address this particular problem.
Sir, I think these problems can be identified or handled more through informal ways rather than going from a very formal and top-down approach. So on the ground level, we can have committees. We can have for example, when I studied, I also studied in Kota, sir, for JEE preparation. So each day we had classes and examination. So we can have at least a weekly off, or some sporting tournaments or some hiking trips that can be organized, which will keep people relaxed. Apart from that, sir, the most important thing is we should have career counseling to make students understand that there are also other opportunities apart from going into IITs, and that is not the end of life. Because back then I didn't know that the sheer amount of opportunities that student possesses. And there should be, and not only forming these policies, even the district administration or the NGOs, they can also have regular visits. We can have this meetups, which has now been started in the academy where I studied during my preparation times. So these are the few steps which can be taken in the short run, but in the long run, so the parents need to play a very important part here to understand what their child is capable of, what is its strength and weaknesses, to accept the way he or she is and give them more opportunities. And that will be a holistic solution for the long run. Sir.
But is that something the administration can do nothing about?
So the administration can also, as I told, have more career counselors even at school level, or having, nowadays we even don't need to move places offline, have online sessions to bring not only people from India, from outside India, or role models, for example, people who have not done IIT and are more successful than the IITians in the country. So this can be also taken care of.
Vishal, the government has been trying to open far more IITs than before over the past decade or so. Do you think that opening of new IITs somewhat dilutes the brand IIT?
Sir, I like to go to the history when it all started. Sir, in 1951, we started with the first IIT, it was Kharagpur. And the goals were different, the population was very less. So if also we compare to the amount of population that has risen, I think it's a welcome step to expand more IITs. Apart from this, the more focus what I think should be on the depth of the academic that is happening, or the diversity that is also in aligned with this NEP, because integrating AI, bringing in more good faculties, having regular exchanges among the IITs, because the new IITs, they need hand holding of the senior ones to come up to that level.
And are IITs per se significantly different than or better than other engineering colleges? Or is it all hype?
Sir, from a personal experience, I think there may be colleges which are better in academics, more better funded, some private institutions. But one thing that I find very unique to the IT ecosystem is the network and the alumni basis that it has. So, for example, when I was doing an internship at Singapore, I could even find people from 2008, 2002 batch. They were very happy to meet us, young people like us. So that is one thing that gives you very faster social mobility as compared to other colleges.
Okay. How many years of work experience do you have after your masters?
Sir, approx 3 years of work experience.
3 years?
Yes, sir.
After which you've quit?
Yes, sir.
And have been preparing full time?
Yes, sir.
You do, and you were earning quite handsomely in your last job, am I right?
Yes, sir, I was very happy with what I was earning, yes.
Won't it be a climb down of sorts, at least in monetary terms, switching from a career in the private sector to the government? You do recognize you could earn far more in the private sector?
Sir, I would agree that in monetary terms it may be slightly on the lesser part. But as I also mentioned, so there was no push factor for me to leave that job. But the pull factor for civil services was far more that inspired me. And also, sir, the monetary aspect, I come from a very humble background. So that is not a very major concern. And I've seen my parents, my grandfather all working for the state. So that has also inspired, a dedication in me to choose this path. And hence this decision of quitting the job and preparing full time.
Help me understand this. Is money unimportant for you?
No, sir. Money is important, and hence I did work for 3 years so that I can have a cushion to undergo this UPSC adventure. But I think the amount that I was earning, or even lesser than that, would content me. I'm a person, I love to be happy. I don't have much, very high demands in my life. So I am a very optimistic person, and I think also the diversity of opportunities that these services have, that can compensate way more than the monetary aspects that we are talking about, which is very stimulating, challenging. In a single career, it gives you to work across different sectors. I think this is lacking in private sector, which is my nuanced understanding till now, sir.
You were in Schlumberger, right?
Yes, sir. I worked there.
The one in the oil drilling business?
Yes,
Is it
sir.
that
I
one?
was a field engineer. I used to work on field.
Can you tell me the history of the company? It does have an illustrious and interesting history. Are you aware of it?
Yes, sir. I had to know a little bit about it for sure. So it's one of the oil giants in the services industry. It doesn't own any basin, but it provides services to oil giants across the globe. And it was started back in 1926 by French brothers, titled Schlumberger, the name of the company, hence so. And since then it has evolved. So it started as a wire logging company.
As a
wire logging company, where once the hole is drilled, you just put this wires to understand the gauge, the amount of the hole, the dimension, and all the other aspects underground. And then it further evolved. And today, with its evolution, it's also working in new energy ventures and diversifying. It is also working with states to have lithium extraction. So it has come a long way. And recently, since the time I was quitting, it rebranded itself as a technology company. So the name also changed from Schlumberger to SLB. So this is a brief history that I would like to...
Globally. The name change was globally.
Global, sir. Yes, it's a global change.
And you pronounce it Schlumberger.
Schlumberger.
So I was pronouncing it wrong.
Yes, I also did it for n number of times until I was pointed out in my first orientation session at Abu Dhabi. So I was like,
very well. Do we have any Indian equivalents? Any Indian companies with a similar work profile? Is like Schlumberger, how is its work different from an ONGC, for example?
Yes, sir. So the ONGC is the national oil and gas company. So it owns the basin. So suppose, for example, in Barmer, where I work, so it was a joint venture of ONGC, Vedanta, and Kane.
Yes.
But they hire this services company to extract the oil and gas. So they lease out contracts, and then they hire this services company like Schlumberger, Baker Hughes, Halliburton. They go and they do all these activities, starting from maybe exploration till the end, till the first drop of oil or gas is out, and then they hand it over to ONGC for the treatment.
Does it have any Indian competitors?
Sir, few people who have left these companies have started on a very smaller scale.
Okay.
But not one as holistic as Schlumberger. Because...
or none at the scale of Schlumberger?
Yes, sir, because so there are different segments that are involved in a single oil drilling. In a single well, if you drill, so there are different departments that are involved. Schlumberger has expertise in all of those. Be it even if they have their own products that are being used, they're manufacturing products, they're manufacturing machines, they have personal technology, everything. So there are few companies that are coming up, but not as large as Schlumberger or Halliburton, I'll say.
And who are some of its main clients? Tell me.
Sir, in India, sir, we have ONGC, we have Vedanta. My last project was with Oil India Limited in Assam. And we also have the Reliance, who has basins in Bombay High, in the Mumbai High. And across the globe, we have giants like ExxonMobil, British Petroleum, Shell, Chevron, Total Energies. All of these are their clients. So Saudi Aramco, how can I forget it? Yes, is also a major client.
And how's your experience there relevant for a career in the civil services? I mean, what do you bring to the table, frankly?
Sir, aptitude-wise, I'll say I had the opportunity to work at field with people from different backgrounds.
Okay.
So that was a very new and enriching experience. And apart from that, sir, it also helped me to take very quick decision making, because there are huge amount of money is involved. And even at a young age that I was working, I was responsible for decisions that could make company lose at least $1 million. So that gives me the sense of responsibility that if you're interested with a position, you have to be very cautious about it. Because at Schlumberger, there is no chance of making an error, because directly people's lives are involved there. So that people skills, that team skills, caring for each other, is one of the things which I believe will help me build a very strong team or make a very strong, emotionally intelligent civil servant. And the most important takeaway which I feel from Schlumberger was it made me humble and gratitude towards life.
Hmm.
Because working on Pakistan border in Barmer after a day of work, when we used to get very simple food at the night, then that teaches you how important everything in our world is and how easily we take things for granted.
Very well. You have been a recipient of a leadership award.
Yes, sir.
What was the context? Can you just share that?
Yes, sir. So basically, I received a couple of awards from my institute. So the first one was regarding the exemplary leadership that they think they were happy to select me, that I have done something for the community.
Where was this?
At Kharagpur, sir. And a few of the things that I am very happy about is I led a menstrual hygiene campaign, led to the this installation of sanitary napkin dispensers and incinerators for the first time in a premier institute like IIT. Apart from that, I also worked for having these placements at a very faster level because I was the head of the placement committee. So these are the few things which they recognized. And in my year for when I was graduating, the institute awarded me with the Professor Ashok Mukherjee Cup, which was for exceptional this voluntary contribution. And there my role included working, even though I had my placements, but I worked for managing this 54th Inter-IIT Sports Meet where all 23 people come, and that was not my duty officially, but I was involved.
What do you mean 23 people come?
23 IITs.
23 IITs.
Yes, sir. Okay. From Inter-IIT Meet. And also I was a part of this COVID management group. Since I had the knowledge from the student perspective. So there are a few things which the institute believe that they should award me with this.
Tell me, Vishal, like what does it take to be a leader? Like what kind of personality traits or qualities do you think make a good leader?
Sir, to begin with a sentence, I think leaders should know when to follow and when to lead.
Okay.
Because just being by the virtue of being a leader doesn't make you right or having the sole perspective about everything. By saying that, I want to say that the leader should also be an active listener, a team player, and the most important thing that has worked me is talking to people. Any issues, any differences, even with the professors at the administrative level, we talk out, we had dialogues, we had discussions, and it worked out. So apart from all of this, I think obviously the basic characteristics of integrity, honesty, and dedication to your job, these all things definitely matter a lot, sir.
So Vishal, what do you think? Like civil servants, are they required to be leaders, or are they more in the nature of hands-on managers and administrators?
Sir, I would put them at the this intersection of this Venn diagram. Sometimes leading. Suppose if you are asked to lead a scheme, for example, saturation of a scheme for the tribal village, you have to lead it because the onus is on you and you are being entrusted by the state. And also, sir, managers, they have to manage their team, they have to manage their family, they have to manage their friends. So they have to have a mix of both to be doing justice to their job.
Can you tell me something very challenging that you faced in a leadership role, and like how did you address that challenge? What you would regard as perhaps one of the most challenging aspects of that role?
Yes, sir. I had the opportunity to lead at different places, and the one common thing that I see there is at the initial phase, there was some communication gap or generation gap which I felt with the seniors in that position.
Senior students,
you can say, or senior people, like suppose for example in my company, people who are senior, and if you are very young, starting, so people are very reluctant and dismissive of your thoughts, and ultimately you have to do something, you have to act to make them believe that yes, you can be right sometimes, or you can be listened to, your advice can be taken into. So this is one thing. But I see also a drastic change across leadership styles these days and forums where youth is also engaged, people are being listened to. And personally, as I mentioned, sir, the way I tackled was talking to people, because I thought I took them For example, in my college, to be similar to my father, the way I would deal with my father to get anything done, and then things were very easy for me.
You've been associated with volunteering, like you mentioned.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So you were part of some civil society organizations or initiatives?
Yes, sir. Not exactly in a formal sense, but as and when the opportunity was given, I saw that there was an opportunity. For example, the KGP Kerala floods that I mentioned. So we, as a humanitarian angle, we raised funds from the alumni and the students, sent it to the Chief Minister's Relief Fund. In my school days, I used to go house to house in my railway colony and collect funds for this Helpage India group, which used to come to our school. And then in Kota, we had the sad incidents of the Nirvaya case. So I also took part in the protest, a small rally that was being taken there. At Schlumberger, it was very small initiative. So since we are engineers out there, we are given some good treatment, and in a sense, they give you loads of plastic of bottles for water, to drink water. And I just requested the entire the campus of ONGC to just replace this with jars. And it took a couple of months, but I think it was significant enough. So as and when the opportunity persists, I try to do here and there a little bit.
So Vishal, which is better in your understanding? Is it like social service or civil service?
So both have their, I'll say, roles to play in this, the development of the society, I'll say, as a whole. And the ultimate goal should be, to work in cohesion and bring out the whatever we are achieving, or maybe sometimes civil servants can take help of social workers, and the social workers also can provide, their service to the civil servants. So both can work hand in hand.
But why do we need so many NGOs and organizations like these when we already have this humongous bureaucracy?
Sir, I think this the essence of seva or volunteerism is a part of Indian culture, sir. It has been there since time immemorial, and bureaucracy has been a much modern concept originating from Max Weber, and it's a more formal aspect. And I think everything can't be handled in a formal manner, sir. So we need to mix both formal and the informal aspects to achieve the goal, sir. For example, the midday meal scheme. It is an excellent scheme. I see in my village also. So the civil servants who has prepared all the bureaucracy, and it was very commendable that Akshay Patra has taken the lead to organize this entire midday, and the efficiency has increased. I was reading the reports on the website. So I think both should work hand in hand, sir.
But would you concede there are a lot of shady NGOs as well?
Yes, sir, you rightly pointed. That is a matter of concern, sir. We have a lot of NGOs. So what started as a noble cause, so there are some, unintended fallouts of everything. And that is where we should be a little vigilant about, and strictly be deterrent to, cater to any civil society which is against the societal stability.
So you think we should have more stringent laws for civil society organizations?
Sir, not blanket laws, but in a graded manner for sure, sir. So like that, for example, if we have a very deterrent law regarding maybe say documentation and administrative purposes. So our first step should be to educate and prepare the NGOs, so that when we bring the law, they don't face an issue, because any genuine NGO shouldn't be penalized, and the non-NGO should be definitely deterred to, sir.
Very well. You've also been a student of sociology, yes?
Yes, sir.
Who's your favorite sociologist?
Sir, I like the concepts of different sociologists, but one name that I like to talk about is M.N. Srinivas.
M.N. Srinivas. Can you, Vishal, list the names of some of the books authored by M.N. Srinivas?
Sir, I'm able to recall just the name of one of the books, and that was on an obituary on caste. where Emin Srinivas mentions how caste has become, is going away due to the fall of Jajmani system, and he sees that causing a blow to the caste system as an institution. There were also other books, but I'm so sorry, so I'm not able to recall them.
Okay. Can you summarize Srinivas's analysis of Indian society for me in very brief?
Sir, M.N. Srinivas utilized the structural functional approach, combined it with the village studies to give an interactional view of caste, sir. Where moving away from the ideological studies that we had based on text, he gave us an understanding of what is going on ground through examples like the concepts of Sanskritization, dominant caste, or even vote bank politics. And a very important thing that Srinivas mentioned was that both the ritual hierarchy and secular hierarchy reinforce each other and are at play in the society. Not that the previously thought process of just the ritual hierarchy, which is overpowering the secular hierarchy.
What is your sense, Vishal? Is caste still relevant in today's times?
Yes, sir. Caste is very much relevant in India in today's sense. I see it in varied forms, be it in identity-based politics based on caste, or we see this informal groups, the chain migration based on caste. People are hired sometimes based on caste in some informal setup in organizations. And also, sir, the virtue that by which the caste is mentioned in the constitution itself also makes it a more important parameter of study and this system in our country.
You think we should apply the creamy layer criteria to reservation for scheduled castes?
Yes, sir. Sir, I agree with this, sir. The creamy layer criteria should be applied to the scheduled castes as of now, because I see that I was reading a report that a lot of the reservation opportunities have been cornered by only a few castes, which was not the motive of this reservation or the affirmative exercise that was envisioned by the forefathers of our country. But having said that, sir, time and again the issues in the current creamy layer as done in the OBC have been pointed out. So, and law or a scheme is only as good as it is dated with. So I think just bringing a creamy layer won't help. It has to be done, something on the ground has to be done to ensure that this circulation of castes among the scheduled castes is ongoing. People are getting benefits as per their social status, as per their requirement.
Very well. Tell me, Vishal, what are the latest developments in sociology? What's new?
Sir, I have not read the scholarly perspective as such, but I am very interested to understand the environmental aspect of sociology. Through concepts like ecofeminism, which highlight how this patriarchal capitalism has eroded not only the equity among the society, but also equity across gender. So that incites me a lot. And I think that is one area which I think has to be more focused on. Apart from this, sir, the AI revolution that is being taking as of now. So that technology and its impact on society, I think that can be the second mission mode research that can be taken, the way village studies were carried out in 1950s, to understand how it will affect the society.
What do you think? Is capitalism bad?
Sir, capitalism in itself, I don't think bad if the benefits are distributed to the people. The problem today is the benefits of capitalism is being cornered by only a few industrialists or people, which is leading to patterns of increasing inequality. So capitalism as a system, I won't say is entirely bad, but yes, its efficiency and distribution is.
Very well. Vishal, tell me, how do you unwind? How do you relax?
Sir, alternate Sundays, I have kept space for cooking. Very simple food for myself. Sometimes I go with the people in my locality to play gully cricket or badminton. And sir, I love watching web series, Hindi thriller. But that also, the problem with me is if I start, I have to finish this at one go. So that has been reduced in my UPSC journey. And the last thing which is very important is I love talking to people, sir. My friends, people who are new to me, because they have been a source of learning for me for my entire life. So this is how I take time off from this schedule.
Can you recommend any good web series?
Sir, I can recommend Hindi ones.
Yeah.
I recently watched The Family Man season 3 and I really liked it. You can, if you are more interested in this politics, then you can also watch Maharani, which has come on Sony Live, and also Tandav on Amazon Prime Video.
Tell me, do you think there's a lot of... Do we need to, frankly, far better regulate content on OTT platforms? Is it like a free for all? A lot of nudity, violence, we see that.
Yes, sir, I totally agree. I think there is a need for regulation because there has been a sudden boom and the regulation is lagging behind. I'm sorry about it. And because any child or any adult can open and watch a show, which has effect on their cognitive ability at a young age. And I think there has been steps by the government. There has been discussions with the Internet and Mobile Association of India for self-regulation and other things. So I think we should do it quickly because I believe that regulation is important.
Chaliye. Thank you, Vishal. It was nice talking to you.
Thank you so much for your time.
You may step out. I'll call you.
Thank you, sir.